Yep. Yep. It's that time.
Hello, it's that time. All Gas TV is back, and we're here with I think the last potentially last video on MLB the Show 25. We're gonna go over everything here, and I feel like I have a decent thought about it because I've put in a lot of hours, a lot of days. I think I've almost 20 days in on this game, and we'll talk about it. And we're going to start here from the main menu. We're going to see my double daily rewards here. Probably going to be Jack Daily Swap. Oh, Tyler Stevenson, Alex Claudio. It's cool. All right. Here we go. MLB the Show 25. This is time here. Compared out of the last two videos here, I got like 10 times the stubs, 20 times the stubs, 100 times the stubs I've had in those last two videos, which is cool to see. So MLB the Show 25 had the same modes it did in 24 and 23. Had storylines, franchise, March to October, Diamond Dynasty, and Road to the Show. I dabbled a little bit in Road to the Show. Huge upgrade this year with a little bit more to the pre-draft on it. It had the addition of high school games and college games. Had 7 colleges, I believe. And you were able to play about 6 games before you got to your scouting combine and a Major League Baseball draft. Huge upgrade, but then after that, everything was meh. All right. Road to the Show. I don't know what more you can do with that. Diamond Dynasty is going to be the majority of this video. We'll get into that. March to October. Did not touch this one single bit. Don't think I'll ever touch a March to October mode because it's completely pointless. We could just go ahead and play in franchise. And franchise this year saw its most upgrades we've seen. We saw scouting upgrades. I think it was either in 23 or 24. And this year we've seen huge like free agent upgrades and contracts and that. We're going to see more here coming into 26 with trading and different lineups and sims and whatnot. But 25 franchise saw a huge gain. And then we got the Negro Leagues storylines.
Previously on storylines.
Season 3 here with Cool Papa Bell, Oscar Charleston, Bullet Joe Rogan, Turkey Stearns, Biz Mackey, Judy Johnson, Leroy Matlock, Monty Irvin, and then Buck Leonard. So we got storylines, and as always, Bob Hendrick is the GOAT. We'll take no Bob Hendrick Kate here on All Gas TV. But again, huge improvements to franchise, huge, storylines good, and Road to the Show saw some decent improvements. You have everything else. You have your classic daily lineups, online rated, retro moments, home run derby, challenge of the week, and custom practice. You have all that here in MLB the Show 25. Now going into it here, we'll get into what I spent the most of my time here. Diamond Dynasty. As MLB the Show 25 was the first game we have gotten in 2-3 years where we actually had the standard, start low, get to 99 at some point in the year. Not 99 day ones, or we'll start low and then 12 weeks we get to 99 and then we start low again. We had the progression rate we wanted. We start missing game. I think it was like 87, some of the first programs. Team Affinity was 85. We started in that 85, 88 range, and we worked our way up to a 99 overall, which is huge. And that also brought back, the inning XP reward pass that we've seen every so often, and that was huge. A lot of great pluses returned. But with that, some of the programs we got this year were interesting. Like I said, we got the XP reward path. We had all our bosses. First inning bosses was Beltre, Manny Ramirez, New Legend, and Mark McGwire. Some decent cards, and I believe it or not got Manny Parallel 5. Didn't use Beltre or McGwire. Season 2 saw Bob Gibson, Parallel 5, Josh Gibson, did not use, and Ken Griffey Jr., 90 overall, which I got to Parallel 4. Huge. Third inning, I did not use a single one of these cards. We had Bernie Williams, did not use. Eric Gagne, did not use. Trevor Story, did not use a single one of these cards. Kind of a pointless inning. Fourth inning, we had Jeter, got him to Parallel 4 with Hank Greenberg. I guess I used him 3 times, and then Nolan Ryan got him to Parallel 3, used him online. was okay. Then we got Hank Aaron. Again, did not use. This is probably right around, if I had to guess, getting close to that All-Star time. Hank Aaron, I did use him a little bit here in grinding. Used Chipper Jones a little bit in grinding. And then we had Greg Max, which I don't believe I used one bit. And now we're getting into the 99 overall. Corey Kluber. Did not play him in online. Ted Simmons, one of the best catchers in the game. Switch hitting catcher. Ignore the online, but he was amazing. And Chase Utley, he's there. 7th inning, saw Chase Utley. I got him to parallel 5. Saw David Ortiz. Barely used him online. And Steve Carlton was a new legend this year. And I think he sucked online. Looking here, we'll continue on here. We'll take a look here at 8th inning program. Saw Mike Piazza. Never used Mike Piazza cards. Pedro Martinez, kind of ass. And then Vlad. I like Vlad. He was good online. 8th. Wait, we're on 9th inning. This is where things got interesting. They added a voucher for exchange. Why? I don't know. Corey Seager. Loved him. Parallel find him. Chris Sale. Didn't use him. Andrew McCutcheon. I used him one time online. And in one game in the grinding. Cool. And then the 10th inning saw the finance program, which, I mean, Chapman. The Chapman card. You know what to expect. Nick Kurtz. Yeah, he's a card. And then Juan Soto. Amazing and beautiful card. Yeah. And yeah, and then that's it. That was it. We actually got progression, and you saw there was good progression with that. But then again, here to the programs, I completed them all, right? Had 2 programs on the drop. We had Walker Jenkins in the pipeline program, which I thought this was a great program. And Walker Jenkins is an amazing card. Had parallel 5, would do it again if I had an opportunity to do that. And then you got the spring breakout program, which I don't know if that's happening again this year with the World Baseball Classic, but we had it. Used him parallel 4 and some other guys, Matt Clark, Chase Dolander, Ethan Salas, Connor Griffin company. So we were starting right around that 87 80, 85 87 range, and we worked our way up. Next programs we've seen after that, we get Tokyo series 86. I mean, a little bit of a dip, but it's a Tokyo series. It's literally 2 teams. We're going to get the content we're going to get for that. Then we saw new threads. Always love this guy, 88 Max Scherzer. And this is where things get extremely interesting, right? This is where we get into kind of what people consider a flaw of the game, but I don't. I feel like this should be a thing. The collections, right? So new threads. Where is it? We had 2 programs of this, by the way. New threads, right? Profile is still going for a decent amount of subs. We'd see. Go back to the program here. What some people would call a flaw in the game, right? So we come down here. We'll take a look at the new threads. We get Scherzer, Glaber, Soler. That's 3. We get Conforto and Luzardo. That's 5 cards we can get from there. Was there any? I'm pretty sure it was a Diamond Quest, right? Just going through it here. Was there a Diamond Quest for this? Yes, there's a Diamond Quest where you can get 4 more cards. So you got 9 right there you can earn. Mini seasons, I don't believe there was a mini seasons for new threads. So there was that. Conquest. Just looking through here. We had this one. That's, I guess, might have been the first one. All right, so yeah, that's the new threads. Yeah, this is the new threads, I think. No, this is the newer new threads. All right, so there's nothing there. So we have 9 cards. It looks like, I don't think there was a new thread showdown for the first new. Yeah, so we had 9 cards you can earn via playing the game, right? Anthony Santander is a 89 overall you can collect for 28 cards. So 28 cards you need to collect, all right? So here's Santander, right? Most of the rest of these cards are in packs. Yes, you got a pack in the program. But the fact in order to get Santander, a lot of people thought that's just dumb. You can Anthony Santander, decent card. I was terrible with him, especially at that time of the year. Shut the and you had to spend a lot of subs to get him because you have to collect 19 more cards. Granted, even to get Bregman, you need to get one more card somehow. Get Chapman, you need to get 10 more cards. It's like a lot of people saw this as a huge red flag, and that continued all year long. We'll take a look here at Spring Breakout. Didn't have any pipeline. Same thing you can see here in pipeline. We need 35 cards to get Suzuki. Well, again, I think you got 4 cards from Diamond Quest. There was some cards in a Conquest map, especially I think it was the USA maps that were split up into West, Central, and East. And then you got X amount of cards in the program, and you have to buy the rest of them. And the cards you're getting in the program are 88 overall compared to the cards you're getting from the collection compared to the program being 88 overall compared to 87. That's kind of alarming. And that happened all year long, right? Taking a look at another program here, the Egg Hunt. You get all those cards you can get from the Egg Hunt program, right? And then there was a pack with the rest of them, and you literally need every single one of them except for one, and you had your chase card. So your pack exclusive card that cost a shit ton of stubs, and that made these programs expensive. Pipeline passed. Same thing here. Get Corey Seager. You either need 95 Vlad Guerrero Jr. or 92 Kyle Schwarber, who were both bigly expensive cards. And that a lot of people didn't like that. To me, I didn't think that was an issue. I don't see an issue with that. Some of these are, especially as further on we go in the game, I think the way they had it at the beginning of the year where you had to have one of the 2 expensive cards. So you had a chase card or you had a pack exclusive card. And that costs, you had to have one of them. And I mean, it's expensive. And that's, I didn't see an issue with it. A lot of people saw an issue with it. To me, if you want these cards, these are 93 over cards compared to what you can get for free. It's, you should probably have to put a little bit of stubs in it. I think the way they did it, I think coming into the summer program, right? Willie Mays didn't need to be collected. He was the chase card. And then Jackson Holiday was the pack exclusive you did not need. So you didn't need 2 cards right there. The rest of them you could have got just fine. And you can see Aaron Bummer was better than one of the cards you can. Aaron Bummer, Jaren Duran, and Adley Rutschman were all better than we can earn in the program. I think if there's a change going into 26, I would like to see these numbers go down, right? Let's say you complete the program, complete mini seasons, Conquest, Diamond Quest, whatever it is, that number of cards should be the cards you get for the first card. All right, plus whatever packs, there should be a pack in at least 2 packs in the program, in the mini seasons, in the Diamond Quest, in the Conquest. There should be earnable packs anywhere you play this game to get you there. So you should, whatever your number of cards you can earn for free should be your first threshold, and then whatever you can get for pack wise, so should be your next, and then you need to probably lock in 2 or 3 more. So let's say in the program you had 5 guys, you had 2 guys in mini seasons, or we're just going on an example here. We go 2 guys in mini seasons, a guy in Conquest, and a guy or 2 in Diamond Quest, right? So you got 2, 3, 5, 2, 7. You have 10 guys. That should be your first threshold, right? And then you earning 2 packs, right? 2, 3 packs in each, both Diamond Quest program, Conquest. So there's another 4 cards, 6 cards you can get there. That should be your next threshold. It should be 16, and then you should add. Most of it should be 20. You should not need to collect every single card here. that's when you come into your big boy collections, which we'll get into here in a second. All-Star Game, I mean, you got 30 cards from the Team Affinity, which we're about to get into, and can do it all there. Prime, same thing. I didn't want to do this program because there was no point in getting Lions Berkman. Didn't really see it. The draft content, huge again. Again, you did not need every single big boy card. You need one. Home Run Derby, you need every single card here to get this big, juicy, big dumper, amazing card. New Threads 2. Grant, we saw a lot of former twins in this one, and it's just added on to it. So you need 28. So you need another 15 cards to get Mason Miller. You need more cards. So essentially, you collect 28. You need another 32 cards to complete this. Why? You're adding on to a collection a lot of people have completed months in advance, and you need to add another 32 cards onto it. It's cool. Signature Series, okay program. Neon was nice. Now we're getting into the big boy collection here. This is where I think in order to, like, you need 60 cards, right? You need 28 cards, you need whatever. That should be your big boy collections, right? So to get to Scott Rowland, right? You need to have, I would say, at the time, I don't know how many cards there were available, right? So we need to go here. 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, 23, 27, 31. You need 31 cards, right? So your threshold for IC Anthony Santander should have been 24, right? And then you should need, I don't know, 28 cards then to lock in to get Scott Rowland. And then to get Ted Williams, you need to have, well, no, because then Santander was the lock-in point. So yeah, Santander was lock-in point. Then for Ted Williams, you need to have every single card. And then the next program, right? Because there's no point to having Carlos Correa, right? If we come over here to John Donaldson, Correa is collectible. I just don't think you need to collect every single card in the program to get said card at the time. It should be reserved for the Scott Rowland, Ted Williams, Jose Bautista, John Donaldson collection points. That should be what you need. These cards you for sure can earn 100% for free. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I see that. That's cool, right? So, like, I don't know what's a good example here. Your Neon program, you can earn all 32 of those cards for free by just playing the game. That's fine. Color Storm, you can earn all these cards, right, for free. Jolt, earn all these cards for free. It's fine. I like that. It's fine. The fact that you're getting early on in the game for an 88 Roki Sasaki, you need 35 cards. That's a problem. I just don't like it. Now let's get over to Team Affinity and what they did different this year. So they made it the My Journey program. So there's points in all these journeys. We're going to go to the Minnesota Twins because I know for sure I got them all done. So, right, Minnesota Twins, right? When the game drops, you had 3 cards you can get for the Minnesota Twins. You had a 86 overall Jim Cott, a 83 overall Brooks Lee, and then a 79 overall Torrey Hunter. So you have 3 cards you can get. You add them to your squad. You can earn your missions and do this and that, right? Cool. That's 100. I didn't know it could do that. So you have those cards. You can then start earning tasks. And I mean, the tasks here aren't tough either. You're like a quick impact. You just need to get doubles. You need to get hits. You need to do all this. This is not tough to do. A lot of people were upset because they took it away from the per division, which I think it's fine. I think it should be per team situation. You should not be grouping every single card into division. If you want to grab for a team, grab for a team, do it. Or you can sprinkle everyone there. You shouldn't have to have an issues there and there. I just think they get kind of lazy here because, right, the first card you can get is a Jolt card, and then you earn vouchers come back and look at this, right? You earn vouchers. So you earn Jim Cott at 55,000. Your next voucher is 230,000 away for the All-Star game, and then you have about almost 100,000 to get your collection. So essentially, you're saying use these cards, get the card. That's the only thing. But the fact they add in between, right? You add Color Storm, you add Neon. Cool. I just think it's kind of weak. They could have add more into it. Could have done it. You could have been like, all right, we have a voucher for an unreleased program at this point. You grind into this point. Team Affinities, okay. Needs to be a little bit improved on going into 26. And from what we heard in 26, we're going to get a pitching captain and a hitting captain for both teams, plus all our World Baseball Classic. So Team Affinities, okay. I mean, gives us offline players. I'm a primarily offline player of the game. A lot to do. And I don't see any issue there. It does suck because there's some teams where it's like, I don't want to get any of these cards, but to get the nice, nasty cards in these programs, you need to do it. But to me, it's just a point of getting collections done. Back to the programs here. A lot of the programs after the All-Star break were great. Home playoffs are good. Extreme program was all right. I mean, again, just a lot of interesting programs here. I didn't complete one of them. Which one did I complete? Rivalry Weekend, I didn't care. Team programs are all right. Player programs, this is where we get to start talking, because in every single XP reward path, right, you had a pack that included Cornerstone Captains or Cornerstone Evolution cards. So you would essentially get these lower tier cards to use to grind to get these 85, 87s, 90 overall cards, right? So you give them these cards, essentially something you just grind day one, just so you're on your way. I kind of think it's just meh. I didn't like it. I mean, the one card I did like was JD Martinez. That was the only card. After that, I didn't use many after him. Right? I used none of them. Literally, JD Martinez was the last card I used. I didn't really use Ubaldo. I didn't really use Dick Allen. I didn't use Bobby Abreu. The only card I really used here was JD Martinez. Did I use... Yeah, I used Tony Clark a little bit. Tony Clark and JD Martinez were the only two cornerstone cards I used all year long. And you can see I would literally just grind these cards just to complete them, to get them for collections. That's it. Like, I didn't do Hoffman. I didn't do Eddie Matthew. The last two programs I didn't do. They were just kind of pointless. They were just there for tedious grinding and collection filler cards. That's essentially what they were. I like to see them more usable going into 2026, but that's just my opinion. Other programs here in the player programs that were interesting, right? The first one we got, because there was just cornerstones until this point, was a Yu Darvish Evolution program. And this program was interesting, right? You had your moments. So you had 3 moments. That's 15 points. And then you had an opportunity to an extreme program to get you 20 points. And that got you to 35 points. That's not even a decent amount there. Then you had to use rookie Yu Darvish to complete all these. And then you had to use veteran. And you had your stat missions. This is, if you didn't do the extreme moment, you had to complete every single mission to get them. Which not really a problem. But your first player program you have outside of your cornerstone is this. It's kind of a meh. And then we get the next one. The next one was really simple. It was the Clayton Kershaw one when he hit his 3,000th career strikeout. Again, all you need to do is, actually, I didn't do them all. I did a couple moments, and then I literally used, oh no, because you had to, this is why. So you got 20 points for using your collection, My Legacy redemption which you just need to have 3,000 strikeouts to get 20 points, and that got you All-Star Clayton Kershaw. And then you just complete your missions with Kershaw. There's 15 points. Then you complete your missions with Dodger pitchers. Again, what can be done with Kershaw? Boom, 10, 20, 30, 40 points. And then a showdown with Kershaw. That's another 20 points. So that's 20, 40. Yeah, see. 40 points right here. 80, 15, and then you only need to do a moment. Not a bad program. Then we see it again here. A Ryan Sandberg program. Didn't complete it because, to be honest, I don't really like Ryan Sandberg cards. May he rest in peace. It just didn't fit my team. So that's why I didn't do it. Then we got Verlander for his 35th 100 strikeout. We got, this time we didn't get a collection. It was just straight up just PXP with all these teams he pitched for. And then he had to do all of his moments. This one was a little bit tougher than the Kershaw one. Pete Alonso, this one again took a little bit of time here. You gotta do moments, stat missions, and the 250 home run. Like the player programs, I think should be a little bit of a grind. Should not be as much of a grind as Yu Darvish was. Trout one was a real simple card. Literally just do all of his moments and then some stat missions, and then boom, you're done. Saying Lou Brock, I don't really think I tried to get done. It was just passive, long grinding. Same thing with Dennis Ecker, really. It was all right. Could be better, especially don't mimic the Yu Darvish one. Spotlight. Spotlight was our player of the month this year. Each week, every week we got a Spotlight card. See, some months had 5, some had 4. Well, I had 4, it looked like 5 or 4. And you just do it every single week. You get Tops Now cards. Like the first one, you got 2 Tops Now. You usually get 2 or 3 Tops Now cards, and then you get your Spotlight card. And then the last one of the month, you would get previous Spotlight. And in this case, for September, every single card in here is Spotlight, plus you get Spotlight packs. I didn't mind it. You got some decent cards. I like Luke Keyshaw. Trying to think what other cards I've used. Keyshaw was good. A lot of people like Bellinger. James Wood I really liked. I like the Wyatt Langford. Jordan Westberg. There was somewhere along the line here, there was also a don't know if it was in the last one for April or what, but there was a, why can't I think of his name? I got him to parallel 5. It was a second baseman. Switch hitter, second base. Tommy Edman card. Got parallel 5. I really liked. I think Spotlight was fine. Had no complaints. My Legacy, great little thing just to have in the background to go after. Team Affinity, like I said, it's okay. Wish a little bit things were a little bit differently structure wise, but it's whatever. Expert Report Path is fine. Now this is where it gets interesting. I like Diamond Quest, good move. Many Seasons was great. Conquest was good. Everything offline grinding wise was fine. Then you get to online, and this is where things get really, really interesting, in my opinion. So they added Weekend Classic, which in the first couple of Weekend Classics, it was fine. I didn't have an issue, but then they start literally releasing these God Squad, spend money on them pitchers, and people who actually want to put their credit card into the game are going to buy them, and you're going to have to go against them. I didn't agree with that because literally every single time there was a Weekend Classic stream, you'd be like, all right, here's their new chase card. It is 91 Randy Johnson. It's 90 some John Donaldson. It's, you get Corey Kluber is a chase card. They're always introducing a chase card that's a wannabe, that is a top used pitcher in MLB the Show. And everyone who has the credit card who's wanting to spend the money to get it, they would go for millions of stubs. So whatever a million stubs cost in MLB the Show, people would do it and buy it, use it, and you get fucked. Weekend Classic is a great idea. I like it. Only thing I would make is I don't know if there's really a change you can do it. Make the rewards a little bit better, I guess. If it's supposed to be the top tier rewards, make them top tier rewards. But I like the Weekend Classic, and I hope it gets better going into year number 2. The one thing that really irks me here is how they put everything multiplayer into one program. Everything. So get on base and ranked, BR, and Bent Wins all into one program, one grindable program. Doesn't matter which one you play. And I just don't like it because it made events pointless because there's no more event specific cards to get. BR literally at some point, BR literally stopped getting 10 flawless rewards right at 97 overall. Then they went to put chase packs as going for 10-0. And there's been no communication on what's going to happen with Battle Royale this year. No one knows what's going on. And it's kind of sad. I wish they don't go back to the multiplayer program at which each one has their own thing, make events worth playing, make Battle Royale worth playing, make ranked worth playing. Just don't put it all in one path and expect all the cards to be achieved there. Again, didn't appreciate the packs, right? You have a program, the pack would be a better card. It is what it is there. Overall, Diamond Dynasty wasn't bad. Things they can improve on. And it's just the gameplay. That's also an issue. But they addressed it here recently with their Diamond Dynasty thing that they are going to improve it. So now 32 minutes remaining. We're going to go ahead and just go into an event game. We're going to forfeit this entry. And we're going to go and play a game of events like we did in the last 2 episodes here. And I think we're just going to roll with this team. Oh, the Home Run Derby X program's amazing. I hope they keep doing that. Bring guys like Ben Zobrist back. That'd be huge. And we're going to just go with it. And we'll play a game of... I think this was about as quick as he found it for 23. 24 was the longest one because it was the worst game I've ever played. We'll pitch Roger Clemens, and this is going to be the order we go with. Now, drop in the comment section if you're still here 33 minutes later after me talking about this game. Tell me what my team name should be. I went with Wisconsin Human Resources last year. What should it be this year? It's Kluber versus Clemens. And he's got more parallel 5s than I have 3. He's got 4. Now we're playing at course. So this is another issue with this game, right? I'm going to keep it. Created Stadiums was broken at some point this year, right? And they didn't fix it. So everyone was literally using cores all season long. Ow. I was just a little bit too early on that pitch, and otherwise it could be a 1-0 ball game. Oh, 2 count to from Kluber to Buxton. But yeah, they ruined Creative Stadiums. Hopefully they're back. So I want to create the gas station in 26. He had the shift on too. I don't know who uses the shift in this game. Cool. This is why I don't play online, because that pisses me off. What else here? Oh yeah, Soto is the greatest player in this game. I love him. I also gonna be so glad when I load into 26 and we get into some decent parts of the game where teams are supposed to be good and we don't see full switch hitter lineups. Because that's another thing that pissed me off about online play of this game is you be placing a full switch hitting lineup and it's like, who do you pitch? I want to use this pitcher. I'm a fan of this pitcher. I want to see if he does good, but I can't because he's not the meta pitcher, which is kind of sad. But that's going to change in 26, hopefully for the whole season. They don't go back on what they said because they literally said in their last stream here for the feature premiere. Is that shrinkage is no longer a thing on pitches low and away. Breaking pitches low and away. So that's going to be a huge step. So we're no longer going to hopefully see switch hitting teams. And they were going to have us pitch out of the stretch, but they got rid of that too. But hopefully Creative Stadium works. They actually made sure this pitch here, the slider, you don't have your all right. Tied game. Oh, let's go splitter low here. Maybe a splitter low will get us. Should hit the slider away. He did. And apparently the ball's faster than Byron Buxton. That's cool. That's fine. We guys perfect. Yeah. Yep, a just late home run. Thanks, MLB the Show. Hey, we finally got an out. And that's what we like to see. Finally got an out. So glad this is the last video I'm going to play on MLB the Show 25. Online gameplay has been my biggest thing I hated about this game. Especially it's been my biggest gripe since they added these top tier 99 overall cards. And Beltran gets a hell yeah. Gotta get 2 runs here over the next 2 innings to win this game. It's like I'd rather sit there, like when I did that video the other day, a week and a half ago, right? With the 2026 Minnesota Twins. That was straight up just me playing on. That was just me against the computer because it's more fun than sitting there playing against. That's right down the middle, Alex. You need to hit that out. 1-2 count. You made it this far, by the way. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We'll have more videos Friday. It should be going up on Wednesday. Probably numerous uploads Friday. And that's out number 1. Gonna be franchise, gonna be Diamond Dynasty, and then probably Road to the Show. And he's gonna go to the bullpen here. Gonna take Corey Kluber out, gonna go to the bullpen. And go Johan Duran. His fastball splitter 12-6. And Vladdy. is one of my favorite cards in MLB the Show 25. Everybody card. Amazing, beautiful, wonderful.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Ooh, a splitter. Still at 94. That's one thing I don't understand. You give these common cards out, right? And they're still pitching at their full velocity. I feel like that should be down a little bit of a tick here because they're common base cards. Ooh, we got a full count here to Ben Zobrist. I literally got this card because it's a switch hitter. And I want another switch hitter. And I could tell was just not doing it. Corey Seager. Loved this card. This card was amazing, was wonderful. Was one of the first cards I took out of that pack.
Ball, that's outside.
And I was very, very happy that I took him.
2-1.
We got a 3-1 count to Corey Seager here. Hopefully we can just get on base and we keep going down the line because I think Chipper's next. And yeah, we got on base. We're going to get a double here. Runners on, we get Chipper Jones here. Again, another good card. And again, this goes back to my biggest gripe, as that's gone? It is. Yeah, we're on the lead. He was behind a chase pack. So you gotta spend a lot of money on him, which I don't like. I like the concept of a chase pack, but don't put every single big name guy behind a chase pack that a lot of people want. Like 99 Griffey, guess what? You need to buy every single fucking card in the you need to buy every single card that was marketable in the Spotlight program. Which, again, why? That's why I didn't get 90-some overall Carlos Santana. Because it's like, I have Ted Simmons because he's the greatest card ever. One of the best cards. I always want Ted Simmons cards. If he's not in 26, I will be upset. All right, good pitch here from Josh Winkowski. Watch him hit this. He didn't hit a slider? Oh my gosh.
No balls, 2 strikes. No, he's safe.
Fuck. So to be fair, right, I played 2 games on 2 different games here. They were completely different games. Fielding, reaction, all different. That's on me. Corey Seager's also at short. That's another issue is Corey Seager, not known defensively. Yes. All right. So he's already 1 for 1 today. Again, the best card in Diamond Dynasty. The best card in Diamond Dynasty. Juan Soto, you can't tell me he's not the best card. He's always the best card in Diamond Dynasty. Card art, that's what we need to talk about. Card art. That's what I always forget here. Got it towards the end here. Card art, again, amazing. All the different card types that we had this year, amazing. Like, I'll give credit again. I said in the last video, MLB the Show has the best, again, the best card art design. Look at that Josh Hader card right there, and this is going to be bad because he's got a glitch.
3-0.
Glitch release or something. I know there's always been an issue with his card. And he's gonna get me here to 2 strikes now, 3-2 count. And we'll walk him. Hell yeah. Cal Riley, I'm kind of disappointed I haven't done good with this card. And there's a base hit. I like it. Was that perfect too? It was perfect. All right. Ooh. Vladdy again, one of my favorite cards. And he gets hit.
That ball got him.
All right. Ben Zobrist. 0-4. And missed. All right. That base is loaded. Infield in. And that's going to score 2 runs for sure. I'm fine with being out at second there. We're now by 4. Great job by Ben Zobrist. We won't talk about the hit quality. And Corey Seager. Seager, Soto, best cards in MLB The Show history. All right. All right. If I blow a 7-run lead here, even better. If this guy just 505 feet. I'm rock hard. Oh, this Byron Buxton card.
Nope. That's inside.
Again, give me a Byron Buxton card. I will parallel 5 it. If there is a Byron Buxton card, I have to spend my 20,000 subs I get with the game on. I will spend it. I will get it. He will be parallel 5. He will be my center fielder until there is a center fielder that is better than Byron Buxton. All right. Will be. There's no doubt. Byron Buxton is my GOAT. He will always be my GOAT. If he ever leaves Minnesota, I will be sad, but he should leave Minnesota. Beltran, please. I think that's Beltran's first career hit, and that will be the Show 25. At least that card. Ever since I did that Now and Later program, I have not been able to hit with him. Now Soto.
Nope. Outside.
All right, 2-0 count to 1 Soto. Essentially, I would just walk Soto at this point. Especially if we're going to lead a slider right there. Walk him. 3-1 count.
1 strike.
And we get out in front of. All right, we got a 7-run lead going into the bottom here. Again, this is the point where you're like the first couple months of the game, I do enjoy playing ranked. I do enjoy it because we don't have these God Squad starting pitchers out there fucking eating your ass every single second. The only God Squad starting pitcher we truly had in day one was 99 Roger Clemens, and you had to literally can't pull out your credit card for it, which that one that's understandable because that is a live series collection, and if you want day one for content and clicks, you have to do it.
Ball, that's out.
All right, good take. So let's real quickly here while we still have some pitches left. Everything I'm kind of excited about for 26. I would like to see how these parallel mods will do. I'll probably not use them. Okay, Corey. It's fine. There's some play to be made there. See how they do. I like to +5 to everything to the parallel 5, but if it's better to do it elsewhere, it'd be fine. Having the World Baseball Classic back is huge. I would love to sit there and get that 90 overall when we're talking about Murakami, because his card was just slapped in 23. Anything else, that new diamond rarity, that just it's not really new. It's just essentially just making difference here. And I kind of agree that it need to be different because the only way you can know in a pack, only way truly, we need to see a diamond animation for it. If it's like you pull the pack and it's red, because right now, like, your only way you know if it's a good diamond is the color in the background. And you want, so I should have hit that out of the park. Sorry. All right. 2 runners on. I am not going to go to the bullpen here. And there it is. But yeah. Also, I'm excited for the mini season changes of 9 innings. I do like that. But there we go. We won 10-3. After a couple home runs early, I was a little bit scared. But we were ending our video streaks here and playing MLB the Show for videos with a yeah. Ending it with a W. Again, if I had to give MLB the Show 25 any sort of ranking, it would be I give a 5 to 23. Gave a 2.5 to 24. This was to be a solid 7 to me this year. Just a lot of things you can do with it, and I enjoyed it. Now, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. We'll be seeing numerous videos on Friday. You might see some videos Saturday, Sunday. You'll be seeing some videos Friday. And we're getting ready for the new game. And I'm excited for it. And we'll see you guys then.